Welcome to your new house. Your mom and I are thrilled you finally took the move.
Unlimited
Look around.
power.
This used to be my place, but now it's yours. Can you find the desk?
So hi guys, no, not a Star Wars review.
There it
Although
is.
I am
All
very
right,
much into
that's
Star Wars.
perfectly
No,
guided.
we're talking about
Welcome to
Electrician Simulator
electriciansimulatorvr.
VR, which I've played on the PlayStation VR2,
So, do you
um,
want to
which is
follow in
actually,
your old man's
despite
footsteps
it
and
being another
become an
simulator
electrician,
game,
huh?
because let's be honest, we've been swamped, literally swamped in those things. This one's actually
Turn
really
on the
fun.
main breaker
Um,
or just switch off
Very
the
quick
bathroom light.
rundown. You go through a
That way,
client.
it's perfectly safe
You
to work as an
scan the
electrician
house to see
now.
what's wrong.
Back
I
to the
mean, you can
bathroom.
look, but you can also scan the lines and stuff like that. You
Now, press the light
turn
switch.
off the
The
power.
colors
Very
vary
important.
by
I'm
country
gonna
and
get back to that
region.
later.
So to keep things simple,
You
we just
check the
use the
switches,
symbols.
replace what's needed. Check the lamps, replace what's needed. Put new power lines in there. You actually connect all the lines to the buttons, to the switches, to the outlets. You can put smart stuff in. But everybody has their own special needs, and you just make sure that's all right. You have some extra options to do, some extra objectives, and then that's your game. That's, well, at least that's the main game. Then you also have your own garage where you start before you go to a mission. There's a little room there where you can actually pick up little electronics from your past and stuff like that, or a drone. You can fix those by actually taking them apart, getting the motherboard, soldering stuff off, putting new stuff on there so it works again. Put it in your own living room and play with that shit. I'm talking about little old game consoles, a drone, TVs. Oh, it's insane. This thing
Toys
is
are so small you
bigger
can't
than I
fit them
thought
all
it
with
would
your
be,
bare
honestly.
hands.
Um,
Use the tweezers to
but yeah, you
clamp them.
actually, if you let's
Get
just
rid of the
take a step
plastic
back.
and make
You go to the
sponge or
client's
replace the
place.
plastic container.
You come there.
Take the new
You
one to
start
the
messing around with
factory.
electricity. You didn't
Don't mix
turn
them
off the
up.
fuse in the main breaker. You get a freaking zap, and you don't feel it. But the way the game makes it look, you feel it. It scares
Soldering.
me every time it freaking
Grab the soldering
happens.
iron,
And
but
yes, it
try
happened more
getting
than
the other one
once.
too.
Shame on me, I
Putting
know.
both in the
But
same
it's a
spot
really,
creates
really fun
sparks,
experience.
like magic.
Looking at where the power lines go already,
Repeat
for the
all
from the
faulty
previous guys that have been
connections
there that to
from
fix
the
that shit up,
factory
and
grid.
sometimes it doesn't make any damn sense. Um, Switches and outlets that are not connected, that need to be connected because it's not working. Maybe they are all connected to one fuse, which is not strong enough, so you need to switch it over to several fuses because otherwise everything will blow if you turn something on. Um, if you're a little bit known with how electricity works and how you put electricity in the walls and all this stuff,
We made a
it is
few
all pretty
tips.
obvious. But
They'll shave some
and
money
I
on
have a little bit of experience
installation.
with it, a bit too much hand on, let's say. People who know me know this is funny, but whatever. Uh, um, it is really fun to interact with these things the way you do. You really need to look at all the cables where you put it because you actually have to run the cables through the walls. Then, oh, there's an outlet there, so you need to put a socket in there and then put the outlet in. And then, oh, wait, there's a cable, so I need to connect the cables to the right, to the ground, to the plus and the minus, and you put it back in, and then it works. Um, it all sounds really simple, but the fact is, because you're doing it in VR, makes it very fun and very interesting, and again, very interactive because VR to do it. It's really a great experience for that. But the thing that surprised me the most was the actual things, like I said before, the little electronics you can just desolder. I'm not going to be only positive about that because it is a literal bush to get the soldering iron on the right freaking little points to solder and solder back all those contacts because it auto clicks to one of the freaking things. I understand it's made it that's so that it's easier to actually keep the soldering iron on that because you're not really soldering, but I always hit the wrong ones. It takes me way longer than I should. But it's really fun to just disconnect a controller, get some resistors off, put some new ones on, you replace that buttons, and you can, with the multimeter, you can look into that, and you can put some new devices on there. It's really fun to just jump in there and be an electrician. Um, and the fun thing, the story inside there, it's the business I think was once your father's. Now you've taken it over. The first customer you get is your grandpa. He comes back a few times for at a certain point for smart lights. Yes, your grandpa wants smart lights, and there's some other clients like your second and your third client. You might go back there for some extra work because you did good the first time, stuff like that. It really there's a little story in there that really brings it all together because I think you've just moved out your parents' house into the garage where you're running the business, something like that. Basically, you're a deadbeat, but you work now. No, but I can go on about this for long, but you got a lot of options. Sorry, this needs to be said. You go to a plant growing location that nobody may know about. In the game, they're flowers, but they're hinting at something else. Anywho, it's a really fun game. It looks pretty decent for VR. It looks really good actually for a simulator type game. You always get the standard models in a lot of those games, but because it's in VR, they did put a bit more effort into this. So it looks really good. It plays really well. Again, there's going to be a bit of a frustration at some point with the small electronic soldering in your own garage. If you can get past that, it's really fun as well. Just get if you have the patience and you go really slow, works really fun. But if you go too fast, it might get a bit frustrating. But other than that, if you have a PlayStation VR2, I would highly recommend getting this. Game's been out since March of 2025. It's been out a bit, but it's really, really worth it if you're into these simulation games, if you like VR. And if you're very interested in electronics, it might also be a very interesting one. So, yeah, I would say go get it, go play it, have some fun with it, because that's absolutely what you're going to do. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye. What's the game called again? Fuck.